Hello and welcome to Random Topics with Jack, the podcast where we explore the intriguing and sometimes controversial topics that shape our understanding of the world. Last time we were knee-deep in the wonderful world of curry, and I'm still dreaming of all the amazing flavours. But this time we're shifting gears from spices to something equally vibrant and impactful: colour. We'll be diving into the fascinating field of colour psychology, exploring how colours influence our emotions, behaviours, and even our purchasing decisions. So get ready to see the world in a whole new light. Let's get started. So firstly, what exactly is colour psychology? Simply put, it's the study of how colours affect our behaviour, moods, and even our decisions. It's not just about what looks pretty. It's about the powerful, often subconscious influence colours have on us. Think about it. Why do you feel more relaxed in a blue room or energised in a red one? It's not magic. That is colour psychology at work. One of the core principles is the idea of colour associations. Certain colours have universally recognised meanings. For example, red is often linked to energy, passion, and even danger. Blue tends to invoke feelings of calm, trust, and security. Green often represents nature, growth, and harmony. These associations aren't just arbitrary. They're rooted in our biology, culture, and personal experiences. Another key principle is colour temperature. We perceive colours as either warm, reds, oranges, and yellows, or cools, blues, greens, purples. And warm colours tend to feel more energising and stimulating, while cool colours are often associated with calmness and relaxation. This is why you'll often see warm colours used in fast food restaurants to stimulate appetite, while cool colours might be used in spas or hospitals to create a calming atmosphere. And of course, we cannot talk about colour psychology without mentioning its huge impact on marketing and branding. Companies spend millions carefully selecting colours for their logos and packaging because they know these colours will influence how consumers perceive their products. Think about the iconic red of Coca-Cola or the calming blue of many tech giant logos. These aren't accidental choices. They're strategic applications of colour psychology designed to create specific emotional responses and build brand loyalty. So colour isn't just something we see, it's something we feel, and it shapes our world in ways we often don't even realise. We'll be exploring these fascinating aspects in more detail throughout this episode. So we're going to get scientific. We're going to explore the physiological and psychological reasons behind colour's emotional effects. And magic begins with light. Light isn't just white, it's a spectrum of different wavelengths. Each wavelength corresponds to a specific colour. When light hits an object, that object absorbs some of the wavelengths and reflects others. The reflected wavelengths are what we perceive as colour. Inside our eyes, we have special cells called cones. These cones are like tiny little colour detectors, and we have 3 types, each sensitive to a different wavelength of light: red, green, and blue. When light enters our eyes, these cones are activated and they send signals to the brain. The signals from the cones travel to the visual cortex, which is the part of our brain responsible for processing visual information. The visual cortex interprets these signals and creates the experience of colour. The visual cortex is connected to other parts of the brain, including the limbic system, which is responsible for our emotions. And this connection is key to understanding colour psychology. When we see a colour, the visual cortex sends signals to the limbic system, triggering emotional responses. For example, with the colour red, with its longer wavelengths, can stimulate our nervous system, leading to increased heart rate and excitement. Blue, with its shorter wavelengths, can have a calming effect. Now, it is important to note that our emotional responses to colour can also be influenced by our past experiences, cultural backgrounds, or personal preferences. For example, the colour white might represent purity in Western cultures, but it represents mourning in some Eastern cultures. So it is a complex process. The perception of colour is a combination of physics, biology, and psychology. But now to the heart of the matter. How do different colours make us feel? We're going to take a colour by colour journey, exploring the emotional landscape each one creates. First up, we have red, the colour of energy, passion, and excitement. It is a high impact colour that grabs our attention. Think of a red sports car or a red stop sign, even a red dress. Red can also be associated with anger or danger. It is a powerful colour that demands to be noticed. Blue is often associated with calmness, trust, and security. It is the colour of the sky and the ocean, evoking feelings of peace and tranquility. Think of a clear blue sky or a serene seascape. However, blue can also be linked to sadness, sometimes referred to as feeling blue. And then we've got green, the colour of nature, growth, and harmony. It is associated with freshness, health, and the environment. Think of a lush green forest or vibrant green meadows. It can also, however, be linked with envy, as in the phrase green with envy. Yellow is the colour of happiness, optimism, and creativity. It is a cheerful and uplifting colour, often associated with sunshine and joy. Think of a bright yellow sunflower or a playful yellow smiley face. However, yellow can also be associated with caution or warning. Next up, we have purple, which is the colour of royalty, luxury, and spirituality. It is often associated with wisdom, creativity, and imagination. Think of a regal purple robe or a field of lavender. Purple can also invoke a sense of mystery and intrigue. Next, we have orange, which is the colour of enthusiasm, creativity, and warmth. It's an energetic and inviting colour, often associated with fun and adventure. Think of a vibrant orange sunset or a juicy orange fruit. However, orange can also be associated with aggression or frustration. Next up, we have pink, which is often associated with romance, femininity, sweetness, and innocence. It's a gentle and nurturing colour, often associated with love and compassion. Think of a delicate pink rose or a baby's nursery. Next up is black. Black is the colour of power, elegance, sophistication, and mystery. It is often associated with formality and authority. Think of a classic black dress or a sleek black car. Black can also be associated with mourning or the unknown. And counter that, we've got white, the colour of purity, peace, cleanliness, and sterility. It is associated with new beginnings and simplicity. Think of a blank canvas or fresh snowfall. White can also feel cold and clinical. Brown is the colour of earthiness, reliability, and comfort. It is often associated with stability and naturalness. Think of a cosy brown cabin or rich brown chocolate. However, brown can also be associated with dullness or boredom. And then finally, we have grey, which is often associated with neutrality, balance, sophistication, and boredom. It's a versatile colour that can be both calming and uninspiring. Think of a sleek grey suit or a cloudy grey sky. An important thing to remember is these are general associations, and individual responses to colour can vary. But hopefully this colour breakdown has given you a better understanding of how colours can influence our emotions and shape our perceptions. Now we'll explore how colour psychology plays out in the real world. We'll look at some key areas: marketing and branding, interior design, and art therapy. So, marketing and branding. Companies aren't just throwing colours onto their logos and packaging randomly. They're using colour psychology to influence your buying decisions. We've already mentioned the fast food industry. Have you noticed how many fast food logos are red and yellow? Because these colours stimulate our appetite and create a sense of urgency. High-end brands like to use colours like black or deep blue to convey sophistication and luxury. It's all about creating the correct emotional response to make you more likely to buy their products. Consider the calming blues used by many technology brands to convey trust and reliability. It's a silent form of communication designed to appeal to our subconscious. And colour psychology is also huge in interior design. The colours you choose for your home or office can dramatically affect your mood and productivity. Want a relaxing bedroom? Cool colours like blues and greens are often your best bet. Need an energising kitchen? Warm colours like yellows and oranges can do the trick. Think about how different colours can make a space feel bigger or smaller, warmer or cooler. It's all about creating an atmosphere that suits the purpose of the room and enhances the experience of those who occupy it. A vibrant colour scheme in a child's playroom can stimulate creativity and energy, while a calming colour scheme in a yoga studio promotes relaxation and focus. Now finally, let's briefly touch upon art therapy. Colour is a key element in this therapeutic approach. Art therapists use colour to help patients express their emotions, explore their inner world, and promote healing. Different colours can evoke different feelings, and by using colour in their artwork, patients can gain insights into their thoughts and feelings, and work through emotional challenges. It's a powerful tool for self-discovery and emotional processing. The choice of colours can be as revealing as the images themselves, offering a window into the patient's emotional state. So from branding to interior design to art therapy, colour psychology is a powerful force that shapes our experiences and influences our behaviour in many ways. It's a fascinating field that shows just how deeply intertwined our perceptions of colours are with our emotional and psychological well-being. Now let's shift our focus to something a little more personal colour analysis. This is the idea that certain colours look better on us than others, and understanding your own colouring can dramatically enhance your appearance and even your well-being. It's all about finding colours that complement your natural features, like your skin tone, hair colour, and eye colour. There are different systems of colour analysis, but they generally involve determining whether your colouring is best described as warm or cool. Warm colouring often includes golden or peachy undertones in the skin, while cool colouring tends to have pink or blue undertones. Once you've determined your colouring, you can then identify colours that best complement your features. For example, if you have warm colours like gold, peach and olive green will likely make you look more radiant. If you have cool colours like silver, rose and sapphire blue will often enhance your features. Choosing colours that complement your colouring can make you look healthier, more vibrant and more confident. It's not just about looking good, it's about feeling good too. And when you wear colours that harmonise with your natural colouring, you'll feel more put together and more comfortable in your own skin. It's about enhancing your natural beauty and letting your inner radiance shine through. There are many resources available to help you determine your own colouring, from online quizzes to consultations with image consultants. They say it's a fun and rewarding process that can make a real difference in how you feel about yourself and how you present yourself to the world. So if that's something for you, take the time to explore your own colouring and discover the colours that make you feel your absolute best. Or if you're like me, I just wear black and pink because those are my two favourite colours. And I'm too lazy for all the effort of personal colours. So we've been journeyed through the vibrant world of colour psychology, uncovering its surprising influence on our emotions, behaviours, and even our purchasing decisions. We've explored the science behind colour perception, delving into the interplay of light wavelengths and our brain's intricate processing of visual information. We've examined the emotional associations with various colours, from the energetic passion of red to the calming tranquility of blue. We've even touched upon the practical application of colour psychology in marketing, interior design and art therapy, showcasing its versatility and power. The key takeaway here is, colour is far more than just a visual element. It is a powerful force that subtly yet profoundly shapes our experiences. It influences our moods, our choices, and our overall well-being. I encourage you to pay closer attention to the colours that surround you, in your home, your workplace, even in the clothes you wear. Becoming more mindful of how these colours make you feel, and use that awareness to enhance your daily life. Perhaps you'll find yourself choosing colours that uplift you, or creating spaces that promote relaxation and productivity. Now it's your turn to share your thoughts. Head over to the YouTube comments or the Podbean comments and let us know how colour impacts your life. What are your favourite colours and why? Which colours evoke specific emotions or memories for you? I would absolutely love to hear from you. And speaking of impacting experiences, next week we will be taking a trip through time to explore the history of medicine. Prepare for a dose of historical healing, pun intended. I have been your host, Jack, and until next time, keep questioning and exploring.